How is everyone doing? Hello, welcome. Last couple of days it felt weird. It's been weird not streaming. I mean, it was just a day, but it happened to be like 2 whole days, you know? Thank you for the hug, banter. Oh, I feel like I'm kind of loud. Are you just a little too close, Mike? Do I need to move you? How about there? Is that better? A little. What are you doing, kitty cat? Oh, Mom. Don't just stare at me, weirdo. Saturdays are the good day for the early stream. I've been considering doing like a couple of other early streams, but we'll see. We'll see. If I do, it'd be like Mondays or Wednesdays early on, but that would require me to like actually wake up early, and I'm not about that. But if we do, it'd be like, you know, some shorter games and stuff. I'll see what I can do. The last 2 weeks has really just kind of been like, you know, me just sitting around not doing anything. I need to get back into like editing and like doing stuff. Right? Mornings are when it's cool outside, and like that happens to be when I say get up early. I've been getting up at like 8:30 at the latest. I've been crawling out of bed at 8:30. And so it's like I like to, if I can go for a walk during the morning when it's not super hot, that's great. Yeah, I know my streams are super late for people who are in in Europe, I guess we'll say. I apologize for that, but I appreciate you showing up and saying hey at least. And hey, we got Saturdays, right? I'm doing what I can. We'll see. I'll see what I can do about getting a couple of earlier streams. It's not something that I'll do like regularly, I don't think. But I can definitely see about getting like a couple of earlier streams on like a Monday or a Wednesday. I've got like a bunch of like short point and click games that I want to check out. Those might be good for that. But yeah, hey everyone, how's it going? It is Saturday. Definitely forgot that it was Saturday this morning. So movie time was interesting. But yeah, I'm doing alright. Things are fine. It's been a super slow morning and I'm here for that. But I am super excited about more Deathmark, and I did get us back to where we need to be for it. Right, it was good though. I was pleasantly surprised. If y'all haven't seen it, check out the new Pet Cemetery, the one that came out in 2019. Surprisingly good. I was shocked. But yeah, I guess let's tell Spotify to hit the road. We'll get on over here and start this whole game thing that we do sometimes, you know? So yeah, like I said, I did get us back to where we needed to be because we were going to try and save Suzu this time instead of getting her murdered like we did accidentally because I chose the wrong place to go. Which, as I look back, makes sense. I understand why I need to choose a different location. But this should be like right before... Yeah! Oh, I'm so loud. I am also very loud, and I wish not to be. Hold on just a second. I need you to be a little more quiet. Thank you. Maybe. Yeah, that's better. Alright. Cool. So yeah, what did we do? We learned about the chewing bride, and her tragic, terrible, sad story. The real terror was the noises we made along the way. Facts, though. I didn't find her to be too terribly scary, but those noises. But, yeah, I don't know if you were here this last weekend when we got through this. That's okay. I'd much rather you sleep. Sleep is important. No need to apologize. But, yeah, so we found out about the chewing bride and how she but was basically wronged in every conceivable way and killed herself, and then became a vengeful ghost. We found the body of her fiance, and we found the tapes with the music that he had made on them, and we also located the dog. And we made the dog happy. The dog didn't murder us, so I take that as a win. Sleep is for the weak, immortals. Sleep is for the weak. I wish I could sleep for a week. That sounds lovely. Oh yeah, we do have our little friend Suzu with us. Can you hear me? No, she can't. Yeah. Let's finally hear it. All starts now! It's time to do the thing. Let's see if I can, like, remember how to do this. So we wanna... Hold on. Spirit is closer to us. So instead of choosing... The location that we need to choose is the forest. Because that's where the dog is located. I'm now, like, questioning everything because I thought I remembered and I clearly don't. Okay, this is fine. Did I get in the car to go somewhere? Regardless, I'm here inside and gripping the wheel. Mansion. I need to go back there for now. Glance through the rearview mirror at Suzu in the back seat. Suzu staring vacantly out the window with a slightly tilted head. The only thing out there is darkness. There's nothing to look at. Ada's tape player is laying on its side in the passenger seat. I grabbed it from the back needing to play one of those tapes. We quickly arrive at Cujo Mansion. And if I discuss it with Mary, it's probably best to listen to the tape first. I reach for one, but as I do, I notice something odd. Where are we? I'm on an unfamiliar road, like I took a wrong turn somewhere. No, it's not unfamiliar. I've clearly been down this road before. But the road I was taking had no way for me to come across this road. That's the only way I can describe it. It's impossible. Is it though? Calm down. I must have made a mistake because I was messing around with the tape player. I couldn't get lost on the way to the mansion. I've been to it so many times now. I just missed the first intersection and ended up somewhere strange, that's all. That's what I tell myself as I make a turn. But no matter how many times I go back... Damn it, why am I here again? No matter how I turn, I end up on the same road. Right, left, or keep going straight, it still returns to the exact same place. This is ridiculous. Look at the steering wheel. Maybe it was because of my outburst, but my mark starts burning with pain again. Is in-game volume a little loud? I can turn that down. I might have had to change it for, whatever we were playing before. Bloodborne. Is it? How does this happen? Alright, hold on a second. We'll just turn it down a smidge. Is that better? Are we good now? Am I louder than the game? We sound good. How's everything? My dulcet tones. Cool, awesome. Sorry about that. It's always fun trying to guess like which games you need to turn certain things up for. Let me also again turn myself up a little bit. I don't know why my settings are all funky. I know OBS just updated. I didn't think that was gonna like screw with anything, but apparently I'm wrong. Alright. Cool. Let's try that for a little bit. Thank you for pointing that out to me. I would much rather know that there's, like, an audio issue and, like, address it than continue to let it go the entire stream. Maybe it was because of my outburst, but my mark starts burning with pain again. This is bad. Really bad. At this rate, death will catch up to us while we're here in the car. Having said that, we can't go back to the mansion. I don't think we'll be able to get out of this maze no matter how many times I try. In that case, what should I do? Where should I drive? To A highway, to T apartments, to T mountain. I'm pretty sure it's... Okay, I'm pretty sure it's the mountain. Because that's where the dog is. And we need to reunite them, right? Turn the steering wheel in the direction of the place that popped into my head. I think I auto-adjusted when we messed with Rovocation Giant Woman Cage. I would actually believe that. I think that might have been the case. Because I know, like, yeah, voice mod was like, I control all things now. And it's like, can you not? Can you not, though? As long as it's good now, you know? So yeah, I turned the steering wheel in the direction of the place that popped into my head. T-Mountain. It's not that I have to go there. The destination isn't important, so long as it gets me out of the situation. No, the destination is very important, actually. Vincenzo. I hit the gas pedal and abruptly turned the wheel, trying to get out of this cursed trap. Do I have my chapstick over here? Not the one that I want. Finally. Familiar scenery returns, as if it was lying in wait for me. I would say it's that time of year where I gotta start using it more, but I always have to use chapstick. Forever. Slather me in it. Goodness gracious. In the end, we're back here. Please let this be the correct place. Oh god. The phone is ringing. I know exactly who's calling. Then answer it. Please pick it up. The mark has dyed a deep crimson. A few minutes left until death closes in. I head to the phone booth. I've got Ada's radio cassette player and the bag holding Seiko's memories at the ready. Please pick up the phone. Buddy, thank you. I pick up the receiver, but the phone immediately goes dead. How ridiculously loud are you gonna be? There she is! I still feel like they got, like, just under the nose down, like, super perfect, really creepy, and then from there on they were like, I mean, the rest is spooky, right? How could you forget about her face? How? You saw it, didn't you? I know you saw it. Ma'am. Take a picture with the camera. Got a blinder, giant cartoony eyes. I quickly grabbed the Insta camera and used the flash. Like, legit, they put in all this effort for, like, the whole lower half, but by the time they got to, like, the nose upwards, they were like, the rest of it's scary enough, right? The spirit shrieks, and while it's distracted, I tumble out of the booth. Or it's like, you know those, you know those drawings that are, like, cut up into, like, 3 sections, and so you've got, like, the back half where it's like, oh, this is, like, what I've gotten done in, like, 3 hours, and then the center is like, oh, this is what I've gotten done in 30 minutes, and then the last one's like, this is what I did in 10 seconds. That's what it reminds me of. That's what happened to the chewing bride. They ran out of time when they got to her face. Once out, I spot out of the corner of my eye. It does kind of make it scarier in a way, though, just because of, like, how out of place it feels. She's creepy, though. Her design is very good. Outside of the eyeballs. The spirit's standing there looking down at me. Ma'am. Camera's battery is dead. What should I do next? We gotta play our songs, right? Just gotta go in order. I mean, this doesn't really matter. I stick Charm Song into the tape player and press the play button. I feel like Let's Do Hands weird. It's really good. It is. And just, like, in general, like, the elongated limbs of a lot of the monsters that we've seen so far are just elongated limbs in general. I'm not a fan. I mean, I am, but no. It's spooky. Nate, hello, welcome! Listened often, dear. Spirit responds to the song. Alright, ma'am. Hold on, let me get this a little closer again. There we go. How are you doing, dude? How's that hanging? Spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? Probably play the next song. Vincenzo. Come on. Come on. Let's do the Echo Ballad. I stick Echo Ballad into the tape player and press the play button. I love... Good, wondering what this game is pretty much? You play as an amnesiac, and you gotta go either purify or vanquish ghosts while trying to figure out how to get your memories back. It's a good game. Spirit responds to the song. As per usual, if people do need content warnings, because there are some very, very heavy topics in this game, we've got exclamation point TW, so you can check out all the various content warnings in there. Yes, thank you, Allie. Spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. Oh, I should probably not take a drink at this moment. There we go. Stick my into the tape player and press the button. I don't know this one. Spirit responds to the song. Alright, ma'am. Do I gotta see your face now? Yeah, I do. Okay. Spirit is right in front of me. Hey, let me listen to the newest. She's something. Still feel bad for her. We'll play my. Just my. No worries about it, just my. That phase. I stick my into the tape player and press the button. It's what I feel like when I've only got half my makeup on, where it's like, you know, some of it looks great, and then the rest is kind of meh. Yes, that song was finished. A dog comes bounding over from somewhere, barking happily. Oh, good. I found it. Oh, good. Oh, good. We did it good. Alright. Again, is this where you've been? Come on, let's go. He's waiting. Oh, they all gonna reunite because that's precious. Oh, I mean, I know I'm a cutie, but it's definitely like how I feel like when I got like half a face of makeup on, and you're like, all right, okay. Thanks, though. There's a flash of light. I blink, and the spirit is gone. I think we've done it good this time, though. Because the doggo was there, which they weren't last time, so, you know, like, hey. I don't sense Hanayome anymore. She's gone now. Hanayome. Suzu's back to normal. I bet their mark's gone. But will they survive? But will Suzu live? But mine's still bright on my arm. I guess Hanayome didn't give me my mark after all. Then Hanayome really was Seiko Hasegawa. What a sad, terrible fate. Turning into a ghost after she died? I feel sorry for her. Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay, she's found peace now. We helped. This place isn't too far from where Seiko died. Maybe that's why... The instant Hanayome vanished, I thought I caught a glimpse of her loyal dog. I hope her dog and the song her fiancé wrote for her help her be at peace in heaven. Should we head back? I'm still, like, not sold, though. I just need to make sure Suzu's okay. Phone starts ringing out of nowhere. won't stop. It's like it's waiting for someone to answer. What should I do? Pick it up? Don't pick it up. Don't pick it up. I ignore the ringing telephone and get into the car with Suzu. Who's beeping over there? Devo. Devo and the cat tree. I absolutely hate this part with the phone. The phone anxiety is very real. Welcome back, Mr. Cost. It's thanks to you that my mark is finally gone. Too bad I didn't get to do much. I've read a ton of comics about exorcism, so I thought I could help. You can't. Good job to you too, Suzu. Everything went okay? Yeah, it's all thanks to him. Oh, thank God she's here. Okay. Oh, yeah? I bet I could have done a better job than him. You couldn't have. I promise. I awaited your return, Lord Cost. It appears that you overcame your fear and cleared away the grudge. Congratulations. Though it is unfortunate that your mark has not yet vanished. I've managed to defeat... Reading is difficult today, apparently. I've managed to defeat 3 spirits now, but my mark still hasn't disappeared. Also, I forgot to start captions. They are there now. We are good now. Okay. Feels like that terrible fact might just freeze the blood in my veins. But I vowed to fight against the mark. All I can do now is press forward. It's been all of 2 days since I streamed and I've already, like, forgotten how to do everything. Bear with me. Mr. Cost, may I have a word? I looked through the other files in the garage after you left, and I found this. She hands over a file that says H Shrine Findings on the cover. Saya Kujo's signature is in the corner. The Kujo family's guardians were housed there, so it makes sense that this was there. Go on, read it. Oh, don't start tripping out, internet. Please. Most of it is about how H Shrine was built and its history. It lines up with what Mary told us. Everything that happened from the anti-Buddhist movement to now is in here. But it looks like even Saya didn't know who stole the statues 50 years ago. Some pages are about H Shrine's Goshintai, the item that houses the deity spirit. Hold on just a second. Let me make sure that, like... Yeah, my internet's off on the Switch. And, hold on. Sorry. I want to address my internet issue before it becomes an even bigger issue, you know? You know? Hey, stay there, headphones. I just need to grab my phone, that's all. Boop. That's all. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Alright. Boop. Oh god, now I'm throwing everything. Oh no. No, don't auto! Don't auto! No, stop! Game! Oh, I've done it so very bad. Okay. Okay. The last few pages contain notes on an investigation into the stolen statues. What did it say before this? The Ninji Butsu should be in a brocade pouch, but I never saw anything like that at the shrine. I wonder where it ended up. I think we read this last time, or at least read a portion of it. It mentions a rumor that started circulating a few months ago. Right, it's about the manholes. The very Junji Ito sorta manhole street. K Miyamachi North Road in H City. It's a back street that, due to the city's poor planning, is covered in manholes. Because of that, people call it Manhole Road. Manhole. On a moonless night, a young woman was walking down it on her way from work. I'm an adult. An old sign read, "Be wary of strangers." Suddenly fearful, she attempted to hurry her steps down that dimly lit back streets. But she couldn't take a step forward. Oh, Kayshurrr, no! Yeah, absolutely, we can keep saying manhole. Manhole, manhole, manhole. But she couldn't take a step forward. I plan on, like, messing around with OBS this evening and tomorrow to try and see if I can, like, figure out a better way to do text-to-speech, because, like, I'm tired of Kayshurrr failing us. Are there also seamen? Probably. Probably. I mean, Japan is just a giant island, isn't it? Technically speaking. Dead. Okay, my internet was holding just fine, and then I started using captions, and then it wasn't, so I'm gonna... Oh, I hate sacrificing captions, though. I don't wanna... I'm gonna let it run. It's fine. We'll work with it. We'll make it happen. Oh yeah, reminder, we do have the community challenge up currently, so if we make it, get enough points together, I'll do a stream and cosplay. I've already got it. All the things that I need for it are here. I have them. It's ready to go. And it's not Waluigi. Can't stress that enough. Thank you, Ellie, for the contribution. I keep forgetting that it's a thing, and then I remember, and then I have to talk about it awkwardly for a little bit. It's fine. Alright. Goodbye, captions. I'm sorry my internet can't handle streaming and captions, apparently. Alright. But she couldn't take a step forward. A noise. Something heavy being dragged. And then a figure was discernible from out of the darkness. Welcome back, Fruity, and thank you for the contribution as well. It was a woman with disheveled hair wearing a burnt white robe. We saved our friend, by the way. Suzu's fine. She cradled a headless Buddha statue as if it were her own child. The shadows and hair hid most of the face, but she could see her blood-red lips twisted into a satisfied smile. Oh. Terrified by the eerie sight, she turned on her heel and ran away. This is... I want to say it is the introduction for the new ghost. But at the very least it's talking about, like, potentially where to go next in regards to the headless Buddha statues that we came across. But the woman was gone. Vanished. Like a ghost. Statues were stolen 50 years ago, so it wasn't that woman, but... I doubt it's that easy to find headless Buddha statues. I'm sure she must know something. Alright, hold on just a second. I'm gonna shoot a message to everyone to tell them to get off the internet. Jody! Thank you for the contribution as well. I said it in the Discord, but also say it here. I should be getting... new internet in 11 days. Here's hoping. The folks that were installing the fiber 7 months ago have finally finished installing it and are offering it up as a service. So we're going to try that, see how it goes. They can't come out until the 16th to connect us. But, like, I should have new internet by then. And hopefully it works better. If not, I will be getting my own dedicated internet hub that no one else has access to. So we'll see if that helps any. We just have a little bit longer that we gotta suffer through. We got this. We've been dealing with this for almost a year on stream, and as I say that, that's terrifying. Oh god. Because we're, what, June? We're 3 months away from having streamed for a whole year. Sorry, I'm just gonna let that sink in for a second. What the fuck? Alright, okay, cool. What the hell? Time is wild. Internet, I need you to do better than what you're doing, because you're just not doing great right now. I also hate this ticking noise, so instead of making you listen to it while I go move the router, I'm just gonna mute the game. Hang on a second. Well, I guess I should probably, like, look to see what the internet's doing. Come on! I've reset you twice today. And I've moved you who knows how many times. Can we please function like an actual thing? Maybe. Oof. How about here? Please? Please? Do the thing! Alright, well, we'll try it there. Oof. Don't let that sink in. It's a bad sink. Is this the curse we made earlier during the Smash Mouth incident featuring the bare naked ladies? Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, accurate. Yes, accurate. Yes, yes, yes. Oh man, that's just the start. I've got plans. That's never a good sign. I am scared. I'm very scared. But along the lines of the new internet, hopefully if it's solid enough, I'll be able to get specifically Travis, but obviously anyone else who wants to join for Bloodborne, so that you can see our beautiful monstrosities murdering things together. But then also in general, just having better, more, solid internet that doesn't hate me. Would love that. Would love that for us. Alright. No, you were doing solid internet for 2 seconds there, and then you dropped again. Can you not? Maybe? Have you considered not? Alright. I asked Hanayomi where the statues stolen from H Shrine were, and now there's an unexpected lead. What a strange coincidence. If you can find those stolen statues and honor them at H Shrine, the divine wrath will be quelled, and you might be freed from the mark. I might, or I might not. Another way that might possibly allow me to escape my mark. It's worth looking into, at least. Oh, before I forget, you should take these too. Documents on the Hasegawa case that we found after you left. Read through them if you want. Okay. It's almost dawn. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. Okay. Thank you very much, mister. Because of you, I think I'll get to see my dad, too. You need to go somewhere to see him? My mom and dad got divorced. Oh. Yeah. Mom decided that she wanted to become a nun. She started taking me to temples and a lot of sacred areas. Dad didn't like that, and he started seeing some other lady. I understand. You don't have to say anymore. I guess Suzu's been embroiled in the world of adults for a while already. This poor kid. Maybe that's why she's so brave while being so young. I asked Mom to tell me where Dad is, but she wouldn't say. She told me he's bewitched by a demon and to forget him. So that's why I wanted to ask Hanayomi where Dad is. I see. I hope you get to see him. Me too. Okay, good night. Mom definitely killed Dad. Dad is dead. I'm really in your debt. It's nice to hear that Suzu was saved. Thanks so much. He seems more worried about her than himself. His appearance, personality, and job all make him suspicious, but that one thing is clear. I know she asked me to, but I was the one who brought her out there after all. So if something had happened to her, I just... Hey, are you alright? I'm so glad she's okay! The hot tears streaming down his face are those of relief, apparently. You should head to bed for today. I'm sure you're tired, right? Yeah, thanks. Good night. Later, bud. I'm heading to bed soon myself. My mark's finally gone. I think I'm gonna sleep well tonight. There's no reason for you to stay any longer. You're right about that. I'll be leaving tomorrow. Sorry, but even 9 lives wouldn't be enough to survive staying here. You said it. But I'm grateful for all this, too. It gave me time to rethink my life. Ironic, isn't it? If I hadn't been cursed by a spirit, I'd be in that forest right about now. Christy's smile turns wry. Well, I'm off to bed now. Good night. Night, Christy. Sleep well. Now then, Lord Cost. Please find me when you're ready. I mean, we ready, right? Let's save first and foremost. And then go to sleep and get that new ghost started. Are you retiring to bed? Yeah. Good night. Night. Hey, we finished on Ayume, and I think that officially puts us at the halfway mark for this game. When I was double checking to see what we needed to do for the bride, I saw that I think there are six chapters in total, with maybe an epilogue. It's been 3 days since Hanayome. All the other mark bearers left the mansion. I'm the only one here now. I wonder when I'll be free of this mark. When can I leave this place? Yeah, I've been happy with the progress that we've been making. Done it good. It's not even a scrap of meaningful information around. I like how we're in the bedroom with the blood stain. Oh, okay. That's because we are inside. Okay. I see. I understand. I looked around Sayakusho's bedroom to try and find something Mary mentioned. It's impolite to rummage through a woman's things, but I don't have the luxury to not do it. I mean, she's dead. I don't think she'll mind. I searched every inch of the room, even under the carpet, but it came up empty. Seeing the dried blood on the floor reminds me of that horrifying sight I saw. Yeah, that one. I don't want to die like that. That sole reason has been my driving force in my struggle to survive since that day. But how long can I keep this up? That thought fills me with such dread that it feels like my legs could give out. After searching everywhere I can, I leave the bedroom. Definitely something about the jam stain and how it's not, you know, it hasn't been cleaned yet. To be fair, it's not like Mary's gonna clean it. That's all up to us. We gotta do it. And something tells me that Vincenzo is not gonna do that. Unfortunate. That carpet is ruined forever. There's no getting it out now. After searching everywhere I can, I leave the bedroom. But to be fair, I also thought the sigh was over the blood stain and not and not the lack of information he's found. The deserted entrance hall feels colder than usual. Thinking on it, it's already been over a week since I first came here. I've gotten completely used to this strange mansion. It's not really something I want to admit. But you did. How do you do, Lord Cost? Mary gives me her usual greeting in her monotone voice. She's still a complete mystery, though I can't say I'm not grateful to have someone to talk to now that everyone's gone. Did you locate the master key? No, I didn't. I see. I was sure that it would be there. I've searched every accessible inch of the mansion and found no info of value. All that's left is the locked room. I'm trying to find the Kujo Mansion master key so I can open it. Mary said she thought it might be inside Kujo's bedroom, but it clearly was a bust. It's obvious I should have spoken with Lady Saya more before she died. I deeply apologize. Her voice carries a hint of sadness. She almost seems human when she does that. But she's not? Looking more closely at her, I'm struck all over again by just how strange she is. I haven't really thought about it lately since I've been struggling to survive, but how did she come into existence? Hey, Mary? Were you made by Saya Kujo? No, I have served the Kujo family since before Lady Saya was born. I was already here at the mansion when I opened my eyes the first time. They say tools used for many years can come to house deities or souls. I may be something similar. So you're like a Kujo guardian deity? That is an exaggeration, though I would be very pleased if I could achieve such a status. Lady Saya's fate was most unfortunate. I will do my utmost to respect her wish to save all who bear the mark. Her clear green eyes stare at me. Those are blue? Her eyes are blue? Am I wrong? They look blue on my screen. Lord Koss thanks to you, many mark bearers have been saved. I'm sure that Lady Saya would be extremely grateful to you. The next, 11 days can't happen fast enough. My god. Alright, I'm gonna give it 2 seconds. Just to think about what it's done. What were we saying? Yeah, I mean, I could see her eye color being called gray, but, green? But green. Give me just a second to look at something. Yeah, I don't have any filters on, so, I don't know what it's doing. Alright, well. Green is absolutely not that color. As long as we're all in agreement. Hey, maybe Vincenzo is colorblind. We don't know. Alright. So now Lord Koss. Maybe it's like how Harry Potter's eyes were green in the movies. You have your mother's eyes. Do I though? Have you seen my mother? Perfect. It seems a new mark bearer has made their way to the mansion. I hope you can find some clue as to the spirit that gave you your mark. Before she can even finish her sentence, there's a knock at the front door. Oh, I have to sneeze and yawn. Never mind, I don't have to sneeze. I like your outfit. Girl bounces in wearing a fancy outfit. I particularly want the little horns. Please and thank you. I blinked dumbfoundedly at her appearance. Nice to meet you. Good morning. It's the middle of the night. Oh, right. Sorry. I'm used to saying it as a greeting. So Dr. Kujo lives here, right? Madame Yusoka told me to come. Is Dr. Saya around? I like her earrings, too. Madame Yusoka? Yep. No clue who that is. Sorry, but Saya Kujo isn't here. I'm Vincenzo Koss. I guess you can say I'm representing her right now. Vincenzo, that's not even the weirdest thing you've seen this week. Roll with the punches. You know what? Weird bee ghosts. Party god bee ghost. Really tall, stretched out bride ghosts. Very sad, sweet little plant babies. That's all normal shit. Girl coming in a Lolita fashion. Looking like some punk goth princess. No! That is where we draw the line. It is too much. Are you here about the scar? I can help. Yeah, that's it exactly. It's actually called the mark, right? If you get it, your memories become a mess and you die soon after. That's what Madame Yusoka said. Well, color me surprised. I don't think anyone besides Saya Kujo knew about the mark. Color you green, Vincenzo? But this girl, she knows what'll happen to her, but for some reason that doesn't look depressed at all. Right. Aren't you scared? Yeah, I'm terrified. But being a scaredy cat's embarrassing. I want to hurry and fix this whole Mark thing for my fans, too. I'm a pro, and forgetting the lyrics up on stage is a definite no-go. I think I know what line of work she's in. She's... a comedian. No, an idol. Are you an idol or something? Yeah, that's right. Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Ai Kashiwagi. I sing, dance, and perform as a member of Love and Hero. Oh, so that's your stage costume? Yeah, cool, right? I headed here straight after filming finished. If I'd gone to my dressing room, my manager would have found me. The taxi driver stared at my outfit the whole way here. Giggling, she removes her jacket and bares her shoulder. A familiar mark glares bright from her skin. I'm stuck wearing sleeves right now because of this thing. And it's gonna be summer soon. That is a real problem. Seems as though this person is indeed a mark bearer. Who's there? Eyes bug out comically wide when she hears a female voice out of nowhere. She may know about the mark, but it doesn't look like she knows about Mary. I mean, how would she know? Realistically. Mary updates Ai about everything so far. She starts with Saya Kujo's tragic death and recounts our encounters with the spirits. I seem surprised to hear Kujo is dead, but she does admirably well in her attempt to swallow this string of unusual events. Now, Lady Ai, do you have any ideas as to where you received your mark? Probably when we filmed at the mystery spots? I don't think I had the scar until after we finished up filming. I feel like I should ask her for more details about this mystery spot tour. What kind of show was it? A summer ghost story special. During the shoot, our guest, Madame Yusoka, and I got this weirdly shaped scar. The minute she saw it, Madame Yusoka told me it was called a mark. So I wasn't the only one to get one. This Yusoka also got the mark. Is this person not coming here then? Oh, I guess I forgot to say. Madame Yusoka's on her way too. She'll just be a little late. She's stopping by her shop in Giza before heading over. What should I ask next? Where'd you go? We run around to 3 mystery spots that are rumored to be haunted. One was an old tunnel in O City, another was a railroad crossing in T City where a lot of accidents happened. The last was a back street in H City. A back street with lots of manholes? Sure enough, H City was one of the places. What should I ask? When did you notice it? We were rushing everywhere because we were pressed for time that day. It just was suddenly there. Well, that's not much help. I think that's all I'll get from her. You mentioned a street in H City, but where exactly was it? Madame Yusoka sounds like a practical lady. I mean, if she's down with the mysticism, I'm already a fan. Oh, just a second. Ai digs her cell phone out of her bag and flips it open. I'm pretty sure it was in an email my manager sent me. Oh, there it is. It was K Miyamachi North Road. It was a pretty weird place. A ton of manholes were all over. K Miyamachi North Road. The file in the garage said a woman holding a Buddha statue was seen there. Is it just a coincidence, or... Hey, you're kind of frowning. Is something wrong? Oh, no, it's just... It seems we have determined where you must go tonight. Please head directly to K Miyamachi North Road, Lord Cost. There may be a spirit trace there. That's not the only thing I might find. There may be a clue about who stole the Buddha statues from H Shrine too. Manhole time! And of course they'll come with. Our group has a song that goes like this. I'm not one to sit around and wait. I'll blast through those evil traps standing in my way with all my might. That doesn't rhyme. Okay. Sounds like Love and Hero specializes in the motivational type of songs. Why are manholes here? Did I miss something important? The street that's supposedly haunted by this person who carries the headless Buddha statues was poorly planned and is covered in manholes. Manholes are always important. These are facts. Anyway, she seems willing enough, so I'll let her help. God damn it, Kayshurrr. I'm so mad at her right now. Manholes? Or do I need to say it with, like, less enthusiasm? Manholes? Can't get that good Kayshurrr going. Not even for odd moves. Not even. Kind of love the guessing. Is she gonna say it or no? Alright, as long as you're enjoying it. I'm just like, I just want to understand why she's not functioning. Because I know, like, we talked about it the other day, but I know a bunch of other people have been having issues with her, like, even not through OBS. And so it's like, Kayshurrr, what's happening? Girl, what's wrong? Can I get you something? Glass of water? Why doesn't she like manholes? What does she have against manholes? It's too hot, she's taking a nap. Is she taking a nap or is she taking a nap? I know there was a whole thing on TikTok with their TTS lady, like a lawsuit. You have my interest. If you have any information on that, do you want to send that to me? Just because I'd be interested in hearing about it. Wild. What the hell? What is going on? Like, is it, I guess, like, is it because of, like, the voice that's used? Or is there, like, something up with, like, the programming? I'm trying to, like, think of all the different things that you could, like, file a lawsuit against a TTS. Oh, okay. Alright. I will copy that. And we'll look at that later. Thank you, Allie. The road runs through a quiet residential area. Like I said, I'm, like, interested in reading about that. Because, like, cool. Good for that voice actor, I guess? Assuming they're in the right. I obviously have no idea. But generally speaking, the workers are usually correct. Beverly Standing, the TTS lady, is suing TikTok because they used the TTS without her permission. Oh. Yeah. Good for her. I mean, yeah, good for her. They just get permission. Just pay the royalties. TikTok makes enough money, I'm sure, to, like, pay for it. Just pay her for it. It's far removed from major crossroads, so it's totally deserted at this time of night. We look a little suspicious wandering around, but no one's here to report us. Ah, yep, this is the place! We were looking for a ghost here. It wouldn't happen to be a woman. Wearing white, carrying a statue, would it? Actually, yeah, that was the rumor. I don't really remember the statue bit. So, did you find the ghost? No, we didn't. But Madame Yusoka said she felt a bad presence throughout the entire shoot. You keep mentioning Yusoka. What kind of person is she? Oh, sorry, I forgot to explain. She's a famous fortune teller. Her predictions often come true. I mean, that was the assumption. You call someone a Madame Yusoka, or just Madame whoever, and it's like, they're definitely into the occult. Come on. Come on. Either that or they're, you know, a house mother, in which case, also good for her. They say she's got true spiritual powers. This fortune teller knew about the mark. Maybe she was working with Sayakusho. Oh yeah, I better email her. I've got to let her know about you and what happened to Dr. Saya. I pushes some buttons on her phone. Cell phones are getting pretty common now. In 10 years, everyone will probably own one, old and young alike. Yeah. Technology evolved so fast. It's amazing. Sorry that took so long. Alright, should we get right down to investigating, Mr. Cost? If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Alright, let's check out this manhole. Game called it. Absolutely. This game came out in, like, 2017. But I want to say that, like, it takes place in, like, early 2000s. I think? That sounds about right. A normal manhole cover. Looks like we need special tools to open it. This one's got a different design. It's true. The only one of the older make. It's covered in rust. Huh. It looks like you can get a hand in it. Can you lift it? I highly doubt it. I'm sure you need special tools to open up a manhole. Well, why not just try it? Determination and strength will get you further than you expect. Is that from another one of your songs? Come on, Mr. Cost. You take that side. Okay, okay. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. I don't want this to be the first thing I look at, though. It's the beast path all over again. The lid lifts and a putrid smell wafts out. I can't believe we actually got it open. Hold on a second, I'm getting a question about the internet. Alright. Because I'm now finally getting paid attention to. I can't believe we actually got it open. I also like how they're like, this one's different than all the others, and we haven't looked at any of the other ones yet. The black void stretches deep underground. A rusted metal ladder is set into the side of the hole. Does this connect to the sewers? Actually, it doesn't smell like it does. Weird. In the rumor about the white-robed woman, the woman mysteriously vanishes. Could it be that she hid herself down here? Why don't we try going down for a look? Not now! What? Are you serious? But I'm in my siege outfit. So you're gonna wait up here? No, I'm coming. But don't you dare look up while you're climbing down. I go down first and I quickly follows. I didn't want to go down here yet. I wanted to look around. Let me look around. The rusted ladder creaks when we put weight on it. That doesn't make me nervous at all. I mean, that doesn't make me nervous at all. We make our way carefully, and it takes us a while to reach the bottom. I feel like this must go further down than a normal sewer. Is it a bunker? Okay, so like, heads up. I don't remember much of this one or the next one. I remember a bit about the very last section, but like the whole middle part of this game, gone. I don't remember anything about it. So like, what the fuck is happening? It's like a secret entrance. Maybe for a secret society's hideout. Ai's voice bounces off the walls above me. She's probably joking around to stop herself from freaking out. My feet finally reach solid ground. There will be no warnings for the gross from here on. Nope. Oh, actually, I do remember a little bit. Not enough about timing or anything like that, but I do vaguely remember this weird place. We're exploring manholes, so gross is pretty much it. We gotta get sailor outfits! Please. At no of all times right after we entered the manhole. Y'all wanted to be inside a manhole, right? I can't. I can't say that 12. I can't. To be fair, I do keep putting the space in. Yeah, you do. The space in the manhole! Wheezing. Oh my god. I can't take any of this seriously now. A concrete passageway stretches before us. There is space in the manhole. Step. I doubt it's been ventilated in a long time. The musty air is stagnant and heavy, making it slightly difficult to breathe. Oh no! We have ruined it. We've done it so bad. So good, but so bad. Definitely doesn't look like a sewer. At least my outfit won't get dirty. But where are we anyway? We're in the manhole eye. How should I know? We'll just have to look around. Can we go back up? I would like to go back up. If I climb the ladder, I can get above ground. Yes. I want to finish looking around upstairs. That's upstairs. It's an iron manhole. In the center it reads sewage. I checked to see if there's anything odd about it, but it seems to be a normal manhole. Just a normal manhole. Oh. An old vending machine. Doesn't look like it's been restocked in a while, but it's mostly empty. I think I'm also getting this confused with... Oh, we can only go down. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm getting this confused with one of the sections in the second game, NG. In fact, I think that exact asset is used there. How did the manhole get haunted? Same way the moon got haunted? What is the implication here? How'd the moon get haunted? Moon's haunted. Judging from its corrosion, it must have been made a long time ago. I slip my hands underneath the lid and pull with all my might. It pops open with an unexpectedly loud noise. There are a few tools inside, along with what looks like a notebook. Got a hammer, hatchet, and a red notebook. Wow, it was full of stuff. What does the notebook say? I flip through the notebook with eye. The lettering is very fine. It's impossible to read in such a dark place. But what concerns me even more is... What's that smell? Manhole smell. A bizarre stench invades my nose, like a mix between tallow, perfume, and blood. It doesn't take me long to figure out that it's coming from the notebook. I can't believe you're holding it. Could you maybe put it away? I think I'm gonna puke. I put the notebook in my bag for now. The smell might permeate the other items, but some sacrifices aren't necessary. As long as it isn't a sweet smell. I don't know that I want a notebook in a manhole to smell like tallow and perfume. Can we go back upstairs so we can read this notebook? Nope. But that could just be me. I feel like any smells coming from this place are just a bad deal. Alright, let's look at the notebook. You won't let me look at the notebook. Alright. It was worth a shot. Go down. Alright, let's turn around. I guess. Eek! I suddenly shrieks pitifully and stops in her tracks. Mr. Cost? What is that? She shakily points and I shine the light that way. Hair. Something dark and long is clinging to the wall. Is that human hair? But what's it doing here? Oh, you know, being hair. We need to touch the notebook and look at the notebook before we can use the notebook. If part 1 of this game is to be remembered. I mean, I would 100% try it. If I was allowed to, like, touch and look and feel. That's a lot of hair. Sorry, I'm very distracted by all this hair. Yeah, no, I think that's all the information we can get from the notebook for now, but, yeah, remember to try all of the different combinations. The wall has been discolored by water stains and dust. Going by the fading, it's got to be old. It's a wall? It's an old-fashioned, though well-built iron door. Paint is chipping in places, so it must be pretty old. Don't dead open inside. Whoa, that door looks ancient. I had no idea there was a place like this under the ground. Oh, could this be some kind of lab? How can she say stuff like that with a straight face? Sure, her innocence is cute, but I get the feeling she's not particularly bright. That's rude. I'm sorry, did I say something bad? No, it's not that. I give up on I and reach for the doorknob. She's trying to come up with a reason why this place is here, Vincenzo. Hop off. It's locked, of course. Or, of course it is. Let's go. I don't want to stay here long, so... I never get to finish what I'm saying. The fuck? I forgot about this dude! An old man jumps out from the iron door, yelling strangely. Hey, where are you folks from? What are you doing on my turf, huh? He's smirking, but his tone is serious. Just then, I smell an odd stench. Seems this old man is a homeless guy who's living down here. That's rude. Nothing really. That's right. We haven't done anything. I know she's trying to back me up, but she definitely doesn't sound convincing. Silly old man. We love us some sassy old men. As long as they're not being, you know, hateful. This underground shelter isn't a place for irresponsible layabouts like yourselves. Understand? So leave my turf alone and get out of here. He disappears behind the iron door, and it sounds like he's carefully locked it up again. His sweater does say love. If I had to guess how the perfume got down here, he would be my first bet. There's no hate in there, only love. Man, that surprised me. I wasn't expecting a person to come out. Oh, do you think that guy was homeless? Yeah. Maybe not something you ponder out loud, though. Could it be she's never seen one before? Can we, like, talk about him like he's a human, please? Still, that old man, why did he pop out just to warn us? 'Cause he loves you. If the door was locked, then he shouldn't have to worry about being disturbed. But if I don't know why, then I should probably just do as he says. Let's go. He might come yell at us again. Yeah. We've seen just about everything we can. It seems to be an underground shelter. But with the solid concrete walls, it's not quite like your standard shelter. Well, we didn't find anything on spirits or that woman in a white robe. At least the notebook shows some promise. Too bad we couldn't get more out of that old guy. What's behind that door anyway? Ooh. From the moment we entered the shelter, it's been hard to breathe. Like there's a noose tightening around my neck. I thought it was because of the still air, but that might not be the only reason. Something in my head throbs. This place, it holds some kind of horrible secret. I'm almost sure of it. Do I somehow know this underground shelter? Sir? Mr. Cost? You're kind of spacing out. You okay? You look pale, too. I'm fine. It's nothing. The air in here's pretty bad. No surprise you're feeling sick. Let's head back up for now. Okay. Let's go. We return to the entrance and begin climbing the rickety ladder. When we climb out of the manhole, the breeze that brushes my cheek is refreshing. The unpleasant air that hounded us underground starts to disperse. Ah, Miss I finally found you. There she is! I'm glad to see you're safe. Oh, Madam Yusoka! Good morning! Great to see you! But, what are you doing here? I went to Miss Cujo's mansion, but no one answered the door. I then got your email, so I came here. Still, it is hard to believe that Miss Cujo has passed away. This seems to be the woman that I keeps mentioning. The thick layers of makeup make it hard, but going by her voice, she must be pretty old. I'm Tawako Yusoka? You must be Mr. Cost. I read about you and your mark in Miss I's email. It seems you've been working hard to help those who have the mark. Yusoka, how much do you know about the mark? Good question. I'm sure I know less than what you were hoping I do. Miss Cujo told me about a scar like that and asked what I knew of it. Oh. She's a Dracula! I think the word you're looking for is vampire. Is she... Are we gonna find out that she's also 9'6"? Is she the new tall vampire mommy? That's unfortunate. I was hoping for... Hold on a second. I'm gonna turn on my fan because it's very warm up here. The levels of humidity that happen up here now. And also just the general allerginess is gross. It's not great. Alright. What's this about this Dracula woman? Oh, that face. I'm so sorry I left you with that. I assume it's some sort of curse. Though I never thought it would be the work of inhuman spirits. Or that I would become a victim. Yusoka rolls up her sleeve, revealing the mark on her arm. I've lived long enough already. I have no attachments to this world. But Miss I is still young. Do everything you can to save her. Can't promise anything, but I will try. I'll need your help as well. I heard you have spiritual powers? Mr. Cost, don't sound so suspicious. I don't care about spirits or ghosts, but she's definitely the real deal. It's natural to be doubtful. It's best to not tangle with spirits if you want to live in peace. However, Mr. Cost, you seem to have some spiritual powers of your own. Have you experienced something no one else has? The mysterious voice I hear every so often suddenly comes to mind. I mentioned it to her. Intriguing. Jeanne d'Arc was famous for hearing the voice of God, but usually it's only spirit whispers. It may be an evil spirit or ghost, or even the soul of someone who loves you trying to save you. If it's trying to help, I'd appreciate it if it would give me clearer hints. I can do nothing about that. Humans and souls live separately. Imagine a long-distance radio signal. Static can garble the message. A soul protecting the one it loves. Oh, how romantic. Mr. Cost, do you have any idea who that soul could be? There's no way I would. I don't have any memories. Even if I did, it's not like there's a way that I'd be able to know. So what's your plan now? We were going to head back to the mansion. We need to report to Mary after all. Oh, and who might that be? A doll. One that talks, even. A talking doll. Not so strange when you consider it's the Cujo family we're discussing. She's not surprised at all. Guess it pays to specialize in the supernatural sometimes. Shall we head to the mansion? I'm intrigued by this, Mary. Let's go! So then the real question is, do we want I or Usoka as our partner? Y'all start deciding now. As Usoka climbs out of the car, her gaze turns nostalgic as she looks around. It's been a long time. About 20 years now. Back 2 generations of family heads. You've known them a long time, then. Oh, it hasn't been that long. I had a falling out with Murasame, the second last head, and cut ties with them. They didn't even invite me to Murasame's funeral. The last head, Masabune, and Saya were kids the last time I saw them. Imagine my surprise when Saya contacted me a month ago. Wait a second. First it was Murasame, then it was Masabune, and the current head is Saya Kujo, right? There have been 3 heads in 20 years? That's right. Usoka grimaces. The family is known for their short lives. Accidents or heart attacks. Very few have lived full lives. Gossips say their family is cursed. She's immortal Dracula confirmed. I mean, with this level of fashion sense, of course she is. Like, look at her. Look at her. So Saya Kujo didn't escape that fate either. She's 100% a Dracula. It's probably just coincidence, but there's something about this mansion that tells me I shouldn't be so sure. If it really is a curse, what's causing it? Could it be divine wrath? Oh, Miss I. You've been staring this whole time. Something the matter? Well, there's something. Mr. Cost? Does the Cujo family keep animals out in their yards? Is it that fucking rabbit? Is it that goddamn rabbit? No, I don't think so. Oh. Then that black rabbit is odd. Fuck. That rabbit's back again? But what is it doing here? Where did it go? Right? Gotta go get the gun. Pest control. I think it was headed for the building. It had something in its mouth. The rabbit has the gun! What was it? I don't know. It's too dark and it was far away. You know that rabbit, Mr. Cost? Kind of. I tell them about the black rabbit I've seen on my investigations. Mary said that it has some sort of spirit residing in it. The rabbit stole Harry's gun? Hell yeah, it did! Excuse me. Too worked up about this fucking rabbit. Yeah, no, it's game over at this point. We're done for. The rabbit is armed and ready, and there is no helping us. And now it's suddenly here. What could that mean, I wonder? All at once my heart starts pounding. I have a bad feeling about this. Like, something terrible's about to happen. I find myself bolting to the entrance hall. Everything looks the same as usual here. Did the rabbit get inside the mansion? How? I quickly scan the room for it. Mary isn't sitting on the sofa. Mr. Cost? Over there. In the corner. I turn in the direction I is pointing. What's going on? I's voice has an audible shake in it. How the hell should I know? I have to force the words out of my mouth. My voice shakes like hers. Usoka is silent. The rabbit stole the gun and kidnapped Mary. Oh, oh, shit! Mary lies on the ground, tragically broken, and the rabbit is dead next to her! Her beautiful face is smashed to pieces. Next to her lies the rabbit. Its head is twisted unnaturally. Fresh blood stains the floor. Hey, Mary? Oh, no, she dead. I call out to her, daring to hope. I forgot about all of this! But I only get silence in response. Hold on, that's a... I'm just gonna turn off my camera right quick. That's a good screenshot. Alright. Is it though? Too tragic? I only get silence in response. Mary is dead. Though, I don't know if you say that for a doll. Boop 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 boop. Haunted doll funeral. After that, I and Ahsoka helped me pick up Mary's remains as well as the rabbits. We work in complete silence, no one daring to speak a word. She was just talking about her future plans. Yeah. Mary is gone. I'll have to face spirits in the mark without her help from now on. She really didn't do that much, though. Vincenzo, let's be real. Terror and dread threaten to consume me. Will I even be able to hunt down spirits like I've been doing? What the hell happened here? Did some sort of spirit do this? Excuse me. Mary killed the rabbit? And then the rabbit exploded and took her out with it? Is this what you're implying? She did good. I mean, anything to get rid of the rabbit, right? They traded. Oh no. Oh no. She fell in the struggle. Thank you, Mary, for your beautiful sacrifice. You won't be forgotten. We know Kujo Mansion isn't necessarily safe from spirit attacks. In fact, Saikujo was killed by Hanahiko. My visual calculus is off the charts. Tell me what your detective eyes see. Why did the rabbit come here? The last time I saw it was at H Shrine. Did it travel all the way here after that? I mean, clearly. And for what purpose? Oh, I'm so sniffly. I'm so sorry. Mr. Cost, a moment, please. I like her eyeshadow. Sorry, I'm just like, girl. The rabbit shot first and blew her arms off. She stomped it with its last breath. It shot her in the head. Going down like a real champ. Mary's the real hero here. Found this while cleaning up. Do you have any idea what it is? She hands me a key ring with a single key on it. Is it the master key? It is the master key. It's the master key to the mansion. But what's it doing here? Oh, is that what the rabbit was carrying? Miss I did say the rabbit had something in its mouth earlier. It could have picked up this key ring and carried it. Are you saying the rabbit had the master key? It's only a guess. It's also quite possible that Mary had it herself. But Mary said she didn't know where it was. That's implying that dolls don't know how to lie. The truth is shrouded in darkness. We can use that key to open up any room in the mansion, right? Is there a place you want to get into? As a matter of fact, there is. Let's do it then. There's one place I've been unable to check. The locked room in the southeast corner of the second floor. The room layout looks no different from the other guest rooms. What are those tools on the desk? They look pretty strange. That frame over there interests me. I'd like to see the photos inside. Alright, all in due time, girls! There are 2 places of interest. Which one should I check first? The first one? On the desk is a board lined with tools. There are a variety of sharp chisels and long tools that look like spatulas all in a row. Next to them are bottles filled with paints and a stack of art books. What exactly were they making? The desk drawers are full of tools as well, but no documents or reports on the mark like I had hoped. I picks up a chisel and studies its handle. This thing... MK is engraved on it. Saya Kujo would be SK, so... Saya's father was Murasame Kujo, and her older brother, the head before her, was Masamune Kujo. Either one would be MK. Yusoka tilts her head in thoughts. I heard the Kujo family ancestors were tasked with making Buddha statues. I suppose either of them could have been influenced by that. That's about all we'll learn from this desk. I'll check the other spot next. The picture frame contains several photos. Marionettes, wax figures, Japanese dolls. Hold on just a second. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can get captions working again. They're all photos of dolls. And one of them is... Mary? A photo of Mary's bare frame. She's got... Hold on. She's got a thing on her arm. It looks like she was still being put together. So if the tools on the desk are used to make dolls, then was Mary created here in the mansion? There's a pattern on Mary's right arm. Isn't that the mark? But... I never saw anything like that on her arm. I forgot she wasn't wearing long sleeves. Yeah, that's the mark! Plus, this one is a different color from the one us mark bearers have. A black mark. Ours may be red, but somehow this feels even more ominous. After examining the desk and the frame, we searched the rest of the room as well. It's in black. Was the picture in black and white? I thought it was in color. But we came up with nothing more. Looked like it to you? Okay. It might have been. I might have just been superimposing color onto it. It very well may have been a black and white photo. I don't know. Did anyone else notice? Oh, that's too bad. I was expecting an amazing secret. I mean, I feel like this is pretty... Forgot to check if her eyes were green. Oh, fuck! I want to go back now! We didn't learn anything more about spirits or the mark. The only thing left is that diary we found in the shelter. Words are getting hard again. We'll just have to place all our bets on that. Shit, can we see that picture again? I wonder if I can pull it up in our notebook whenever we have access to that. We returned to the entrance hall. I pulled the red notebook out of the bag I left on the floor. The flour and tallow smell assaults my nose. I feel like my olfactory senses are shriveling. A vulgar stench. I recognize this from when we filmed on K Miyamachi North Road. It was only a brief whiff of it, so I thought I'd imagine the smell. But perhaps that's when I received... Yusoka scowls at the notebook. Words! If she's right, then this notebook could be connected to the spirit somehow. Inside is the contents of a woman's diary. It almost seems like it was soaked in a pool of perfume. Stains and discolorations make most of the pages unreadable, but the last page seems clean enough. The date is from half a month ago. I have to sneeze again. I think I have to sneeze again. This sucks. This zoo. Yeah, I don't remember this one at all. As I await the fated day, I recall my days as a teacher. The children called me Miss Zoo. Zoo, the keeper of the animals. Probably because I kept so many laboratory animals in the science lab. I got to be surrounded by my beloved animals, my cute little snakes. It was so much more fulfilling than my current boring research. But because of that foolish principal and the fire, the school was shut down. My paradise was stolen from me. I need to take back my paradise. Wait, is that the same school that Hanahiko was at? Because wasn't there a room that, like, looked like it had been burned and we never addressed it? The great Asura has bestowed upon me the wisdom I need to do that. On top of the fact that there were snakes upstairs, we might still get to bottle a snake! Tomorrow I will die. By the great Asura's abundant mercy, I will be reborn as Miss Zoo, so I may rebuild my paradise again. It is all as the great Asura has said. Oh, great Asura. Asura, 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 Asura. Oh, okay, we get it. You love Asura. I understand. I guess. The rest of the page is filled with Asura. Did she lose her sanity while writing it? Maybe she just really loves Asura. Traces of kiss marks cover the names. She really loves Asura. I was gonna say maybe it's like, fuck, what's her name? Hina from Danganronpa. It's like if you write somebody's name on your palm like 3+ times, you'll like always remember it. No, she just loves Asura. That combined with the choking perfume, the heavy weight of lust is overwhelming. Dark passions in this notebook, thoroughly disgusting. Love to burn it to ash immediately. Don't do it! You'll release whatever's in it! We have learned this! So, this Mrs. Zoo who wrote this, could she be the woman from the rumors? If she worked in a lab, that would explain the white robe. But I wonder which school she was talking about. She said it was her paradise. Do you have any ideas? H Elementary! Yes, I agree. It's the only abandoned school in this area that hasn't been torn down. Maybe the paradise she wrote off. I like that you get to revisit locations. That's pretty cool. If what the diary says is true, then the woman died after she wrote it. This great Asura would have guided her transformation into Miss Zoo. I can't believe a human would choose to become a spirit of their own free will. Is that really possible? I mean, Naho did it in Corpse Party. She seemed fairly confident that she would be reborn, and the notebook being in the shelter might serve as supporting evidence. Perhaps she meant it as a farewell to her life as a human. How sentimental. Miss Zoo. So, is she the one that gave Madame Yusoka and I our marks? That's where we found the diary, so the spirit must know the place. It would make sense that it comes and goes from there, then, for whatever reason. Where did... It looks like we know where we must go next. Time to go to H Elementary. Okay, yeah, I want to look at the spirit file. Let me... No, okay. We don't get to see the other picture again. That's unfortunate. I just wanted to recheck. Unless... No, these are all mark bearers. Okay. Well... Alright, do we want to take Ai or Yusoka with us? The upbeat idol or the fortune teller? I like both, so I'm like here for either. While you guys are choosing though, I will save. Yusoka seems cool. Dracula lady, alright. Her voice, hold on. I just want to hear it again. Ma'am. Alright. Let's go hang out with Dracula lady. I love me some vampires, as we have seen from Village. Alright, what we got? What we got? Still going 23 miles an hour. Kilometers an hour, excuse me. Devo? What are you doing? Sorry, my stupid boy. So, I've got that cat tree, right? And it's like way too small for basically all of my cats. Devo and Farley both like laying on the inside of the box, despite the fact that they don't really fit. And he's just chilling out in there. I think that's Devo. Yeah, it's him. Alright. I'm telling you, it's just as I said before. People who can hear voices are... It's been a lecture from the moment we got in. Most inherited that power from their ancestors, so I'm sure your family has similar powers. Doesn't sound like it'll ever end. I zone out, staring at the road ahead of me. By the way, changing the subject, you've been to H Elementary once before, haven't you? Oh, yeah. The sudden topic shift shakes me out of my drowsiness. Could you tell me about your experience? It would be a good point of reference. Sure, I don't mind. I tell her everything that happened with Hanahiko, our sweet precious child. It only happened a few days ago, but it feels like a lifetime. I see. She nods repeatedly. There's already been one spirit, and you defeated it. Yeah, basically. Then if Miss Sue is in H Elementary, that means two spirits lived separately in the same elementary school. Lived separately? Two spirits existing in the same place? Is that even possible? Yes, because it's happened with the forest as well? Of course, it's rare for powerful ghosts to live together in the exact same place. That's why I said separately. In Hanahiko's case, was there any area that you weren't able to enter? Now that you mention it, we didn't go to the second floor at all. That decides it then. If Mizu is in the school, she must be there. Yusoka analyzes the situation calmly, as if working with an abacus. Even though her own life is on the line, it doesn't seem to rattle her at all. Yusoka takes one look at me and smiles like she read my mind. Well, of course I'm scared. No matter my age, I am still human. Are you, though? I'm just ready to resign myself if it turns out to be impossible. Some things go better once you give up. Is that your advice as a fortune teller? No, as someone who's lived as long as I have. Giving up makes life easier, so everyone gets to heaven in the end. I mean, I would probably rephrase that as you don't always have to try as hard as you think you do. Not necessarily give up. But, alright, to each their own. Yeah? Hi, sweet boy. Do you want to say hello? Come here. Nope, you gotta come up here. Hey. Hey, come on. No, come here. Say hello. Come on. Okay, well, if you're just gonna keep showing me your butt, well, then come on. Come on. There he is. Evo. Yeah? Oh, there you go, sweet boy. Yeah. Oh, the goodest baby. That's you. You just scratch your belly while I hold you. Yeah. Are you pleased? Can we get those good purrs for everyone? Listen. I don't know if it's picking it up. Now he's licking my hand. Evo. Oh, thank you. Yep, my fingers need those clean. Yeah, you clean my fingers. Thanks, bud. Yeah? Okay. You got stinky cat breath. You smell like a smelly cat. Mwah. Good boy. Okay. Down you go. Plop. Can you lay down? Go get comfy somewhere. Sweet child. Isoka and I arrive at H Elementary. So, this is H Elementary, huh? It really looks haunted, like they say. So, the second floor is priority. Yeah, that's right. Then let's go. We don't have time to waste. Well, I'm sorry, I'm gonna waste time because my sweet little boy needed to say hello. Perfect. Oh, Hanahiko's flowers are still here. Battered shoe rack is covered in dirt. I don't imagine I'm gonna get anything new from the first floor, but we might as well check, right? There are platforms of broken wooden slats in front of the shoe rack. They creak when you step on them. No more pitter-patter little rabbit feet. Right? Also, yeah, shoe dirt! We gotta collect the shoe dirt. You know, leave handprints on the mirror. Independent research presentation. First floor multi... Yeah, we've already looked at that. Okay, cool. Anything new on this one? Lesson 9, yeah, okay. I guess, do I want to look around through all the rooms? Not really. Just, let's head upstairs, and if we have to, if we get stuck, we can always look around down here more. I like how the flowers that Hanahiko summoned are still here. Right? She took all the useful things earlier. I was just thinking that. Oh. Broken window is letting in a piercingly cold wind. Oh, that's all you have to say about it? Okay. We didn't take the shoe dirt or the ceiling dust, though. We could still technically get that. Alright, upstairs we go. Climbed the stairs! Shooters is very useful. As is toilet ammo, but, you know how it goes. Climb the stairs. We got snacks? We do got snacks. There is ammo in the toilet, and I stand by that. Poisonous snakes cover the hallway. It'd be foolish to try to keep going. Are you kidding? There are poisonous snakes up here? There always have been. Oh, that was Isoka saying that. I was like, Vincenzo? Hey, buddy. We know. It'll be fine. If we leave quietly, they won't attack us. I cautiously take a step backward. Suddenly, the snakes react to my bag. What the? The snakes flit their tongue in the air, trying to smell something. After a moment, they begin to leave. They disappear into the darkness of the hall before I can even blink. Is it the notebook? Have they responded to the notebook? They vanish without a sound, all at once, as if they'd never been there to begin with. They left. What was that? Some sort of trap? I don't know. It looked like the snakes were sniffing my bag. That red notebook is inside. Maybe the smell made them think we were friends? Let's try going down the hallway. I haven't gone this way yet. Oh, is that so? How very exciting. Or Isoka used her Dracula powers. Very well could have been. Are you being sarcastic? Never. Going on an adventure at my age will be quite the story to tell in the future. Isoka chuckles quietly. It's my Isoka chuckle. Second floor isn't covered in roses like the first. There's no movement, and I don't see any plants. I guess the phenomenon didn't happen on this floor. Yeah, because it's... what's-her-butts space. Miss Zoos. Long desks and what look like sinks loom in the darkness of the classroom. This appears to be a science lab. This takes me back. Still, though... Isoka grimaces. It smells in here. It's an irritating stench that stings the eyes. The putrid smell fills the whole room, like a box of onions has gone rotten. A look comes over Yusoka's face, like she's remembering something. Almost like the smell of death. What? Even so, it's not like we can just leave. Let's get this done quickly, so we can move on. I don't like that sound. Alright, let's... There's a talisman in the dusty sink! Hell yeah! Let's go! Give me that good soul power! Okay, but what about this one? Desk is scorched. Seems there's more fire damage in here than in the staff room. This is probably where the fire started. Okay. I don't want to go in here just yet, but we're gonna. Oh, high model. That scared me. I open the cupboard and check inside, but all I find is trash and dust. It's a sturdy wooden cabinet. Looks antique. The edges of the cupboards are rounded off. The cabinet door opens easily. The inside is completely full to bursting with something. I pull it out and discover that it's a garbage bag full of shredded paper. We got office trash! Gonna take that with you? What an odd man you are. Yes. When I lift up the bag, an unshredded wad of paper falls to the floor at my feet. I open it up and see several complete sentences. Guess I failed to destroy this section. Fragment 1. That's way better than shooter. I don't know how Fruity's gonna handle that. Sounds like you're itching for a fight, Travis. Hi, Devo! You are so loud! Can you lay down? Not up here. You can't come up here. Not better than shooter. Sorry, buddy. What? My God. What? Yes? Can you lay down? Get comfy. That doesn't mean come up here. I don't want you in my lap right now, buddy. Go lay on the couch. Hold on. Come here. Over here. Look. Look. Look, I'll move stuff for you even. Come on. Yeah. Good boy. Can you lay down? Huh? What? Yeah. Right there. Can you just chill out here? Be a good child. Huh? No, I need my hands. Oh my goodness. Oh no! Hey, what's going on there? Why have we... Hold on just a second. Let me relaunch that. Why did we disconnect? That shouldn't be the case. Apparently I broke my computer. Didn't break it. It just is being difficult. Alright, hold on a second. Hey, capture card. Do you want to keep capturing? Because that would be lovely. Would love for you to do that. That thing that you're supposed to do. Would love it if you kept doing that. Computer, it's not running anymore. So you can, like, relaunch it again. Would love that. Would love it if you would relaunch it. Thanks. Why are we... What is it doing? At least we're having new technical difficulties. I don't know that I like it. Here, let me get some music playing, at least, while we hang out. You know? When we get older, we always have the same ones. You know what? Valid point. It does keep us on our toes. The only issue is I don't know how to resolve this issue. Let me check for updates real quick. Nope, it's up to date, so that's not the issue. Hey. Yeah, exactly! Exactly! We knew how to fix the old issues. I don't know how to resolve this one. Reboot Steam? So it's not through Steam. So the way that my capture card works is that I've got its own program and it captures whatever I'm playing through. So because I'm playing on my Switch currently, clearly you'll have to act out what's happening in the game. I mean, tempted. I don't know that I want to act out all the weird stuff though. Why is it like I exited? Oh no, unashamedness, the weird stuff. I'll hold up the cats instead for that. Quick, do snakes on the stairs. I'm a snake. Hold on, Devo hopped up the cat. Devo, come here! I'll pet you if you come here! Lamia, do you want to be a snake on a stair? No, you're having a good time under there. I don't know where Devo went. He is lucky. Oh! Devo! Come here! Come on! No, you gotta come up here. Come on! Sweet boy! No, you gotta come up. Hey! No, come here! I need you to hop up into my lap. Come on. Sweet boy! Stop getting distracted by whatever you're getting distracted by. Come on! Come on! Yes! Are you ready? Wiggles. I just need you to know he is purring. Like, we got a motor over here. Look at it. Oh, Devo, I love you so much. You're so dumb. Let me... If I turn it off, if I turn the switch off, maybe. Hi. Okay, yeah, you can hang out in my lap for a little bit, Devo. While I'm troubleshooting, you can hang out here. Okay? Oh, hi. Do I need to, like, can I unplug you? I know no capture devices have been found because I unplugged it. Hi. I'm surprised you still love me, Devo. Choo choo choo, chomp chomp chomp. Okay, let's turn it back on. Have I tried turning it off and turning it back on again? What do you mean no capture devices have been found? Alright, sorry buddy, you gotta get up. I know I said you can hang out while I troubleshot, but like, I need to actually go. I'm sorry, I love you. You're a darling, precious boy. Oh god, I've made it terrible. plug you into the same thing you were in before. Capture card, come on. I need you to do it good. It's not in use by other software. It's literally being used by you. Plug it back in. Hey, how y'all doing? Well, this is annoying. Exactly. While we're trying to solve this, now's a good time to go get a drink, a snack, say hi to folks, use the restroom. We'll be back in a Jingleheimer jiffy. Beautiful, beautiful, Travis. Hey, I think I fixed it. I think I made it do the thing. Well, hold on a second. Ha ha! Ha ha! I've done it. Yeah, apparently I just need to unplug everything. I was not looking forward to the mime stream. However, we will still take a very, very short break because now that I've moved, I, need to go handle some business. Bathroom break. It's bathroom break time. I am a coward in regards to pantomime. I'm sorry. At least I admit it. At least I know. But yeah, we'll take a short break. I'll be right back. Hey, Shoe Dirt would be mimed in the same way that you would mime the Sly Cooper power roll. Because they have about the same amount of power. Anyway, I'm back. I'm ready to go. Let's make this happen? Let's make this happen. I was gonna be very upset if it suddenly didn't work now that we've come back from a break. But it's fine. Everything's good. Oh, didn't realize that the sound for the game was on this entire time. My bad. It's all good, I suppose, though. Alright. It's a shelf packed with numerous chemicals. Getting closer, I see some large containers. Wet specimens? Alright. I'm concerned as to why those earrings look like fish hooks. I hear Yusoka gasp behind me. Hands, ears, eyeballs. Body pieces that used to belong to a human are floating in liquid, perfectly preserved. It can't be. There's no way they'd use these as educational aids. Well, it depends on what kind of school you're at. I mean, in elementary, probably not, but, you know. They're extremely fresh for being examples. Sorry, can I just, like... Yeah, I've had this boy for, like, 2 years now. He's still extremely fresh looking. That means you've done a wet specimen very good. Come on. Looks like whoever they were, they found the pieces. Oh no. Oh no. I get it. You crumble under pressure sometimes, man. It's all good. Probably because they were cut from a living body. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hold on a second. But it doesn't seem like it's been that long since any of them were severed. New info was added. Science lab storage room. Can I feel them? I know they're not alive anymore, but it takes a measure of courage to search body parts. Take ears. Use ears on head. Become many-eared. We'll hear better that way, right? Why keep the jewelry? It's an accent piece. They ran out of tape, so they couldn't, like, you know, put tape on the jar to, like, tell you who it was. So if you keep jewelry on, it's distinguishable, right? We need more eyes inside. I mean, Chewing Bride was headed in the right direction, right? Popping those eyeballs in. Nom nom nom. I stick my hand inside, half closing my eyes, and feel around the shelf. So, is something there? Well, yeah. Stop myself from voicing my frustration. I can't make Yusoka do something like this. I mean, you can. I searched the chemicals, formalin containers, unidentified samples, every nook and cranny. Kind of glad I missed the chewing part of the stream. There wasn't that much chewing. At least at the very beginning of the stream. I think it was mostly just ringing. There was so much ringing, so much phone anxiety. We did it good and we didn't answer the phone when she called back, so you know. Yeah, a child didn't explode this time because we did it good. I find a few things I can use. A clear bottle with a liquid inside. It has a label with a chemical formula on it. A brown bottle that has an irritating smell. Its label is rotted and unreadable. And finally, a bottle wrapped in foil. It smells faintly of flowers, but it's likely just some kind of chemical as well. Got clear bottle, brown bottle, bottle wrapped in foil. Bottle, bottle, bottle. Is that everything? Once I'm done looking around, I stand up. A vinyl bundle in the corner catches my eye. Pick it up and I realize that it's a tightly wrapped bundle of clothes. White coat stands out the most. Must be a lab coat. Got bundle of clothes. This is a science lab, so they likely have spare lab coats. Yeah, she was chewing on that kid. Just nom nom. Though it is a bit concerning. That rumor about a ghost in white. Aya and Yusoka got their marks while filming a TV show about it in Miyamachi. And all the other clothes along with the coat have been folded meticulously. Is it really just a coincidence? No, of course not. No, of course not. I hate this thing. It's a number of books, their materials, and encyclopedias about aminals. Grab one and flip through the pages. There are a ton of notes inside, scribbled in thin letters. It seems there are simple explanations for the students. The notebook was described as being written in thin letters, right? Devo, you gotta stop crying, baby boy. Yeah! No, there's no need. No, go lay down. Yeah, okay, I'll pet you. Hang on. I take out the last book and when I look inside, a scrap of paper falls from in between the pages. Found a worn-out talisman. Hell yeah! Cool. It's an elaborate anatomical model. Thanks, I hate it. Taking a closer look, I notice a huge tear in its mouth. It's making the mouth look bigger than it should. It's almost like an arm was forcibly shoved down it and it couldn't handle the strain. The mouth might be broken because someone stuck their hand down it. That means something is hidden either in the mouth or the torso? I could break it, but then I might break whatever's inside too. Nothing for it but to stick my hand in. I hesitantly slide my hand into the mouth. Like so. Like so. Here's it's me miming the action for you as well. It's a very specific grasp, right? Something cylindrical is inside. I grab it and try to pull it out. I'm like fully waiting for this thing to chomp our hand off. Oh, no, sorry, it's just full of snake. Oh, it's just full of snakes! Excuse me! It's a snake head! Oh, the thing that we grabbed, not... Okay, I thought he was talking about the model being a snake head. Because it is, technically. Roused by the movement, snakes begin pouring out from every crevice. Hurry, step back! I stumble backwards. The snakes slowly retreat into the model. Seems they live inside it. I bet something's hidden in there. But to get it, I'll have to find a way to pacify the snakes. Use the floral bottle. Use the floral bottle! The bottle of floral smelling liquid. Take out the foil wrap bottle. But what do I do with it? I don't have any particularly good ideas. Okay, well, Vincenzo, just because you don't have a good idea doesn't mean I don't. Just dump that shit in there. School broadcast? Yeah, I'm gonna bottle the snakes. Oh, I hate this noise. Do you have any brains? No, apparently I don't. Strange voice echoes over the intercom. Do the test immediately. Table. On the table. Thanks, ma'am. Oh, drink the bottle. I'll make the mannequin drink the bottle. Static crackles before being cut off. It seems we're being watched. I remember this. I believe she said table. Something might be on the desk. Let's take a look. It's a freaking test! That's what she said! She said there's a test, and now we gotta take a test. Oh, no. Desk of Scorch seems, yeah. There's probably where the fire started. Sure. What table? That table. Drink the snakes. Eat them up like spaghetti. On the desk scattered with lab equipment is a small pencil problem sheet. Are we supposed to fill this out? Peek at the questions. Hold on a second. I'm gonna save. No. I don't want to go in there. No. I want to save because I need to be better at saving. In general. Do we peek? Take a sidelong glance at the problem sheet. See what look like chemistry symbols. Looks like this is a science test. Something written at the top in messy letters. Remember the experiments. That's right, I found several bottles of chemicals in the storage room. Were those chemicals used in some sort of experiment? Okay, stop. What? Okay, what bottles did we have? Brown bottle. Brown opaque bottle. It smells a bit like chlorine. The corroded label reads, handle with care. Vial with a white label that reads CH3CH2OH. Flammable. Do not hold by open flame. Isn't that just gasoline? Right? Also, what is this? I don't know what that... Yeah, it's gas? Okay. And what? So, like, if it's... handle with care in a brown opaque bottle, it smells like chlorine. It's probably like an acid of some sort. You recognize it from Cyberpunk? Honestly, the only reason I even vaguely remember it, remember the chemical formula for gas, is due in part to a song from Butcher Babies that is CH3CH2OH. And they talk about gasoline a lot in that. So thanks Butcher Babies. Oh lord. Okay. I guess let's take the test. We did just save, so like... start the test. Pick up the pencil and turn over the paper. Begin the test. Oh fuck. Live or die! It's what every exam in college feels like. Number 1, compound A is widely used as fuel or disinfectant. Its chemical formula is CH3CH2OH. What number should this be? Is it used as a disinfectant? Is that true? Number 2, compound N is an exemplary acid and contains a salt that reacts to various metals. Which statement about compound N is true? Must be an alcohol, that's true. It needs a light-proof container? Which is why it's a brown bottle. Three, it stinks when it's thick and fragrant when it's thin. What compound is it? Ammonia? I don't fucking know. No, ammonia's stinky always. I should know that. I didn't look at what the other one is. I didn't look at the other bottle because I didn't think I had to. What was the answer? Seems we passed the test. The end of the answer. Next test is in the next test is in the room next door. Proceed there quickly, students. Well then. Scrape to see. I can do better. Sounds like there are other tests. Seems so. Perhaps you want to test us. Maybe I reload though? Maybe we reload. But why? I'm concerned, but I don't feel like guessing. A more immediate topic should be discussed now. It's a D over here, Fruity. I can do better! Also, this thing really reeks. Hold on. We're gonna skip. We're gonna skip. Just let me skip. I just want to reload. Don't show me anything yet! Oh, that's a person! We will read this. I just want to reload. Jesus fucking Christ. D is not a passing grade? I mean, it is, technically. It's not great, though. It definitely shows that you've really just struggled. And I just want to reload. Why won't you just let me load? Oh, fuck. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Okay, you know what? Here, we'll just... No, don't overwrite. Back. It just ends? We'll just end. And then we'll reload from the main screen, because apparently there's no just quick load option. Or since you only missed one, we get 99%. Yeah, that's how that works. 3 questions, you missed one? 99, right there. We're good. Alright, let's try that one more time. Oh, I should probably actually look at the bag so I'm not just mindlessly guessing. Bottle completely covered in aluminum foil. The label reads ID5. It's a fresh floral scent. It's definitely not ammonia. Got a C in a class I didn't go to. Love that for you. ID5. I don't... Come here, Google. What is ID5?
According to id5.io, ID5 provides premium publishers...
This is incorrect. That's not what I want. I'll just type it in. None of this is what I want. Ligands is what it's pulling up. Okay, so what were the other options? I know Scatoli or whatever was one. Organic compound belonging to the indole family. ID5? I mean, that's not what its formula is. What does it smell like? In very low concentrations, Scatol is described as smelling like orange blossoms and jasmine, and is added to perfumes and colognes. So it's that one. So it's that one. Let me do the test even though I had been kicked out of the class. I was a real ragamuffin at school. A true hoodlum. Wow, Fruity. I didn't expect this from you. Redoubtable top-hatted brigand. I believe it now. Also not Podge. Oh. I don't know. Alright, let's try this. What? I'm curious what the other one was, though. Like, what the other thing was. You can't just give me options and then not, like, tell me what they are. I need to learn, ma'am. Teacher, teach me. Do your job. Yeah. It's 2. We know this one. I need to get them right. Like, I have to. Oh, stretch. It's gotta be in the brown bottle. Light-proof container. That's why things are in brown bottles sometimes. So the light doesn't affect it. Sticks when it's thick and fragrant when it's thin. Okay, so it's indoles in general. Indole is a colorless solid having a pleasant fragrance in highly dilute solutions. It melts at 52.5 degrees Celsius or 126.5 degrees Fahrenheit. That's kind of annoying because, like I said, like what I read about Scatol, or however you read it, is it's in the indole family. So they're technically the same things. Thanks, Britannica. Please. We're gonna do it again. Another puzzle poorly translated, clearly. Yeah. Like, I would accept the I one a little more had they stuck to the whole I bit. Cause like, when we went through it the first time, I was like, oh, like, I probably just missed it or something, but I looked back at it, and, for the second one, like, the answer was pink or whatever. The first option said, I think it's whatever the color was, but then the third option didn't have any mention of I or any word that sounded like I. And so it's like, had they also thrown in the word like, oh, well, it could be like green, like your eyes, or something like that, then it's like, oh, well, I know not to choose either of those because it says I. I don't know. It's like, if you're gonna... I get that it's rough, because Japanese is such a finicky language. I mean, so is English, let's be real. But especially when it comes to, like, kanji and, like, all the different meanings and stuff like that. I don't know, it's like, do better. Do better. Let's try it one more time. So yeah, like with this one, like I said, like, from what I'm understanding, I mean, obviously, now we know Indol is what they want, but Skatol is also, like, in the Indol family. So it's the same thing. It is also, you know, floral smelling when it's highly diluted. I guess, let me look at their question a little more. It's still a little janky, but... It stinks when it's thick and fragrant when it's thin. What compound is it? Yeah, that's, I mean... Game. Skatol and Indol are both stinky when they're thick and floral when they're thin. Yeah, in very low concentration, Skatol is described as smelling like orange blossoms and jasmine, and is often added to perfumes and colognes. However, it occurs naturally in the feces of mammals and birds, and is the primary contributor to fecal odor. That's all Skatol. As we have found here from Travis through Britannica, Indol is a colorless solid, having a pleasant fragrance in highly dilute solutions. So, game. Surprise, I am that student who argues with teachers over stupid quizzes. It seems we passed the test. Completely. 100%. First try. Everything's cool. So at the end of the answer sheets... Next test is in the next room. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Teacher! Actually... Well then. I'm sorry, I put this answer down, and you said this was the correct one, but actually... Sounds like there are other tests. I mean, that was pretty much me during my entire, like, that pop culture class that I had. Just me constantly being like, actually no. Sir, you're wrong. Here's why you're wrong. Cool. Seems so perhaps she wants to test us. Maybe. I mean, that's what tests are for. But why? I'm concerned, but I don't feel like guessing. You don't get to do that if you're not allowed in the room. Valid point. This is when you just send emails to your teacher going like, hey, have you considered? A more immediate topic should be discussed now that my senses are assaulted. Honestly, I'm surprised that I didn't get kicked out of the pop culture class. Because I was disruptive, but at the same time, I think he knew that I was right. Because I was right. Also, this thing really reeks. Okay, do we get to see the body now? Didn't notice when I was focusing on the test, but the answer sheet stinks terribly. It's 100 times worse than that notebook, like a zoo in the dead of summer. I shut it tightly in a random pouch in my bag so the smell doesn't spread. So basically, it's just like covered in this indole stuff, right? We got an answer sheet! Isuka narrows her eyes at me. Are you sure you shut that securely? It still stinks to high heaven. Isuka is right. The smell has definitely gotten stronger instead of weaker. Did you pull it out of a manhole? Quite probably. Sorry, I'll check. I look down to double check my bag. I spot something that looks like a box down on the floor behind the desk. Oh. My instincts realize what it is before my brain does. Hands and feet stick out of the blood-soaked cover. Inside that box is... I've got to check to make sure, but I can't make myself move. I don't think you need to check. I think you know. I think you know what's in there. Isuka seems to notice something's wrong. I'll help you. Just stay back. I'll check it. After gathering my courage, I reach out. Is it the security guard? I pull off the thick sheets. That hat's familiar. So are the clothes. There's no mistake. It's the corpse of that guard who was hanging from the ceiling with Moe Watanabe. It is the security guard. That dude's just had a rough few days, hasn't he? I collapse to my knees. A horrible feeling comes barreling up through my chest. Calm down. It's okay. Come on, take a deep breath. There's a corpse. That's where the smell was coming from. So that's what it was. Let's quickly leave here. Staying will only make things worse. Drag myself up woodenly like a puppet on strings. Classroom next door. What? The next test is in the classroom next door. Let's go there. Yes, let's. All these tests make me feel like I'm back in girls' school. Yasuka is probably shaken, but she's putting on a brave front anyway. She's also, like, constantly holding her hands like her nails are still wet and she can't touch anything. Which, like, I understand that. Even an act like that is helpful at a time like this. After all, there's no time to waste. Whoever carried this corpse here could be lurking around the corner. Have anything spooky? Nope, no spookies. Okay. Can't hear any man-made sounds coming in through the window, only leaves rustling in the wind. What about any manhole sounds? Can you hear any of those? Well, this room sucks. Flecks of red are all over the floor. They smell like iron. Plant in the flower pot has wilted. Next to the plant is a plaque with the child's name inscribed on it. I can see something stuck underneath the pot. Is it shoe dirt? I lift it up and uncover a dirty piece of paper. Hey! Cool. Kind of skipped through that because I don't need to know that it crumples in my hands. I know. Something is scrawled on the blackboard. It is paper dirt! We love that for us. Zen? Looks like the letters spell Eisen. There are more after that, but they aren't legible. Eisen. Asura, I believe. Really? That's what it says? It's difficult to explain, but I can see the direction the strokes are going. Following them, that's what it says. Altogether, it's Aizen Asura. Good thing I isn't here, right? That's exactly what I was thinking, because at first I was like, oh god, they know who she is. It's not what they were saying, but I'd have definitely panicked. Aizen Asura, huh? It's not familiar. Is it the name of a god or Buddha? But why is that written on the blackboard? To be fair, the kanji could be different, though. That's one of the wild things about the Japanese language. There's a pencil and a problem sheet on the desk. Any questions? I should have saved. Take a glance at the problem sheet. There are a number of long sentences. Looks like this is a science test. Something's written at the top in messy letters. Read the blackboard. Blackboard, I'm supposed to read it. I'm not sure that scribble is really important, but... okay, so, I mean, the blackboard said Aizen Asura. Asura? Azura? No, I wanted to- okay. Next test is an essay form. No, thank you. No essay science tests. You have 30 minutes. No! 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 It's my worst nightmare, honestly. Pick up the pencil and turn over the sheet. Okay, I'll begin the test if you will stop, like, in my ear. I would really appreciate that to stop. Question 1. Believing in the Buddha is important. The Buddha is most extremely vital. You must believe in the incredibly strong, great... The incredibly strong, great I is like an angel. You must erase the stench of corrupted humanity and become one with nature. This is called... something. Zen Unity. Aizen? Aizen? Citizen Frozen Unity? Aizen Unity. Question 2. Humanity is the embodiment of pain. They kill other animals. My fellow snakes also spend every day in absolute misery. My dear snakes... Citizen? My dear snakes hate this world like they hate the sun and heat. I'm sorry, why do your snakes hate the sun and the heat? I thought snakes liked sun. I thought they needed the sun. This disaster is called the... something age of decline? Critical age of decline? Crimson? Because it's in red? That was some wild logic. I carry the great Aizen's talisman every day and seek rebirth. The talisman is important. It is a greater treasure than the brain or heart or life itself. This is shown not in words but deeds. If I walk with the talisman, I will become... what? A trained Asura? Wild. Wild, absolutely wild jumps of logic in those, but okay. At least there were... like, again, at least with that one, it's like... I mean, the answers were on the board. It was all written in red. The words Aizen and Asura were up there. I could guess for that. I'm still mad about that whole Indol thing, honestly. Seems we passed, but yeah, we nailed it. We got this. At the end of the answer sheet, next test 2 rooms over. Don't enter the classroom next door. It's off limits. Well, that means we got to. Well, that's synced. Don't go into the classroom next door. Why? Perhaps she's hiding something. Being obvious has the opposite effect. Pretty much. She probably didn't think it through before. Sounds like something is hitting the wall. That noise. It appears to be from the room next door. Sounds like something's in there. Check out the room next door. We can do the next test later. Excuse me while I save real quick. Maybe. Well, obviously we gotta go into the next room. It's a requirement. Anything spooky? Nothing. Cold wind blows in from the broken window. Something's in between the window and its frame. Another talisman? Slide the broken window open and the trapped paper falls out. Hell yeah. Cool. I want to find more of those fragment papers, honestly. Jumble of wires wrapped around the door handle. This door appears to be locked by a wire stuck in the keyhole. Do we have... I don't think I have a tool for this. Oh, a hammer, a hatchet. Use the hammer? Take out the hammer, but what do I do with it? The hatchet? Swing the hatchet down on the wire hard. Makes a dull noise, but the blade only puts a dent in the wire. If I don't hit it on the top of a hard surface, it'll be hard to cut. Do I have anything else? I can't just go in. Okay. Well, I don't want to go in here just yet, because this is the room with the test. Excuse me? Piano plays somewhere. That was a piano, correct? I still hold my breath and strain to hear any noises. But it doesn't seem like anyone's here. What's this? She picked something up off the ground. The last thing we need is a piano, a piano puzzle. No! We've got sheet music! Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Looks like piano sheet music. A children's song. Can you play? Yes, of course. Well, I wish that was true. I'm utterly hopeless when it comes to music. I'm tone deaf. I've no sense when it comes to rhythm. Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you in this area. Oh, we could probably get, we could get I. Not with those fingers. Do you want her to chip a nail or something? Should we go back and get I then? Oh, itchy nose. Well, this room is terrifying. I look out at the schoolyard through the window, but I don't see anything moving around. Okay. The blackboard is covered in dents and scratches. It's probably too damaged to use. There's nothing else in here. Yeah, she's a music idol. So I imagine she at least has some musical knowledge. Jag, hello. Seems to be locked. Okay. Paint is peeling off the edges of the fire door and rust can be seen at the bottom. Okay, so then... I'm trying to think of, like, how we can break into the room with the wire. Oh, we doing good. Trying to solve some puzzles. Gotta get it figured out, you know? No, we're doing good. It's an abandoned desk. It's a desk like you'd find at any school. What's surprising is it doesn't look very weathered. Try feeling around inside the desks. Reliving our high school days. Oof. 2 tests down, 99%. Absolutely. And I find something soft. It's a wadded up piece of paper. Is it a fragment? Open it, see several sentences. It seems to be something someone failed to destroy. You just finished your finals? Big ol' congrats to you! How do you think it went? Do you feel, if nothing else, do you feel good that you're done with them for now? That's super exciting, though. I'm very happy for you. There's a pencil and a problem sheet on the desk. Absolutely smashed him. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I take a glance at the problem sheet. I see numbers and mathematical symbols. This must be a math test. Oh, no. oh, no. One of the fixtures holding a light is broken. Probably shouldn't risk walking under it. I'm gonna cook something to eat, BRB. You do that. Get yourself some food. We'll be here for not too much longer, unfortunately. Probably about 15-ish minutes or so. Food's important, and I appreciate you stopping in and saying hey. And I'm, again, super proud of you for doing as awesome as you have on your finals and getting those done. That shit is stressful. I want to get into this broken room, but we can't. Okay, so question. Do we go get Ein now in preparation for the stupid piano? Do we continue to try and figure out how to get into this locked door, or do we just do the awful math test? Honestly, they all sound miserable. Well, getting Ei doesn't sound that bad, but everything else sounds terrible. We also gotta figure out what we're doing for tomorrow. I kind of want to keep playing Deathmark, but that's because I'm interested and I don't remember everything that's going on in this one. But if we want, we can do some friend games. Do a a friend fun day. Since we did skip Friend Friday this last week and the week before. Granted, I guess for tomorrow's stuff we can kind of figure it out more. And I meant to discuss it today, but we kind of got to figure out, like, what we want to do for a 200 follower celebration. I don't know. That's a lot to think about right now. So first off, do we get Ei? Do we break into the locked room, or do we do the math test? This is kind of where we are at the moment. Bare floor causes our steps to echo as we walk. We need to make sure the spirit doesn't hear us. You're not doing a great job of that. Just saying. I kinda just want to see what I have in my inventory before I, like, try to do anything. What is this? A portion of memo? Wave can control the shock, this, something, is that? Great, this is to keep it locked. Sound wave or must put sleep. Site will get a 2 aware of testing. Oh! I bet we use the bottle. The brown bottle. If it's corrosive, right? So I guess we're breaking into this room. That's what I've decided. I take the brown bottle out of my bag and stare at the label. It has a usage warning on it, and it smells like chlorine. Could be some sort of strong acid that can melt metal. Should we try it? I take off the lid and slowly pour the liquid on the wire. If I accidentally get some on the keyhole, it could be a problem. Don't rush, just a little at a time. There's a faint bubbling noise and a smell that's indescribable. It seems it's working like we hoped. Oh, good job. That must be some kind of nitric acid. Fortune tellers sure do know a lot. Then I think that should do it. Pulling the wire again. This time it comes out of the keyhole easily. Well done. Now we can check this room. Yeah, let's go. discarded the emptied brown bottle. What terrible thing awaits us in here? For a fortune teller, she knows a lot after the fact. She's like, oh god, which crystal gem was it? In Steven Universe that told the future but too late. Oh, the precious little bean that looked like sapphire. That's all I can think of. Also, hell of a the bad sapphire. They were perfect, and we all know it. Yeah, this room is spooky. The instant I open the classroom doors, something glints in the darkness. Then a horrible stench makes me choke. This is blood. Beneath my feet, it feels like I'm stepping in something soft, like mud. Oh no. Oh honey. Yeah, no, the whole group was precious. Oh, they were so good. I shine my light into the room. I see feet and hands and lots of tummies. What the hell is this room? I think you mean... Oh dear. Thank you. Good job, Fruity. It's as if I stepped into a slaughterhouse. The scene before me is horrific. You did get there this time. Organs scattered across the floor, chunks of meat, an overwhelming amount of blood. I like how this one blood spatter in the background looks like a giant footprint. You know, behind the ram head. I guess you can call that a ram. Its face is a little wrong, but it's fine. And blank, glassy-eyed animals' heads lined up across the desks. How terrible. Yasuko struggles to retain her composure by covering her mouth with a handkerchief. Are they used for sacrifices? The words sacrificial rite come to mind. But why the hell? Let's check it out. We need to look around. I'm trying to convince myself by saying it twice. Suddenly... There's a sound from the window ledge. Is someone there? I make my way past the animal heads to peer cautiously at the line of desks near the window. Well... Naked body is laying in a pool of red. Countless snakes are slithering over her. Can I... Hold on a second. This is gonna take far too long for it to be a good goof. And now it's censored. Countless snakes are slithering over her. The woman almost looks like an animal, waiting for dissection. Actually, whoever did this to her might have been planning to do just that. This one is far more suggestive than the others, so we'll just keep it covered. Every time you see something horrible, there's gonna be boobs for no reason. Facts. Hey, come help me! Someone's trapped! We grab onto her legs and hurry to drag her out of the swarm of snakes. It's gonna come back. I'm scared it's gonna come back! I'm worried about her snake bites, but I don't see any other large wounds. You're fine now. Relax. Yasuko speaks to her, but the woman doesn't reply. Her eyes are half open, staring vaguely. She's probably sedated. Can't let her die. Let's take her back to the mansion. Oh, or that. She should be able to walk if we help her. I agree, but she's completely naked? Why is that a question? She is! Is this really the time to be worried about that? I mean, kind of. At least she's not fucking dead. They normally aren't. True. But speaking of clothes, we do have the spare clothes, don't we? I just remembered. Here, she can wear this. I unwrap the bundle of clothes and pull out the lab coat for her to wear. Right, doomed forever. Facts, though. Alright, I suppose it's better than nothing. That place, it's off limits! Noise from the broadcast reverberates in the room. I mean, we probably can't save her, let's be real, because we weren't supposed to go in here, right? My flashlight blinks out. A few hours left until death closes in. Damn it, she noticed! What should we do? We need to get out of here. I know H Elementary's layout pretty well. I should be able to find my way without a light. Oh, that's a terrible noise! We've gotta hurry. Let's help her up. Hup! Oh, good. I thought they were gonna make me run through this fucking school, and it's like... That's not gonna happen. I know it's more or less like a straight shot, but like... I'd have found a way to fuck that up. Whew. Jessica takes a deep breath from the back seat. It sounds like a world-weary old person groan. I can sound old if I want to. I am, after all, elderly. Is this what they call a woman's intuition? Or did she just read my mind? You're right, time to make her 23-kilometer per hour getaway. We don't want to rush it. We don't want to make the situation worse by, like, killing ourselves, right? Does that woman like she'll be okay? We covered her securely with a lab coat, but I still hesitate to look in the rearview mirror. Watch where you're looking. I can understand why you're interested, but... I'm not trying to look, I promise. I'm clearly doing my best not to. Come on. She's quiet. Her breathing's calm. She might be sleeping. Mr. Cost? I caught a glimpse. What did you see? What did your old eyes see? Did she have a mark on her? I'm trying to keep my tone innocent. I mean, granted, you guys couldn't see it, but the mark. I saw it when we were putting the coat on her. Right there on her body. Oh. Like, I want to say I saw it kind of like on her hip or thigh area, but then I got distracted by snakes and Waluigi. So we've added another to our number. My heart drops when I think about how I'll have to tell her the truth of what's happening. That doesn't mean I can avoid it. We'll have to tell her. The truth is always cruel, but using that excuse to hide it from her would be even crueler. I have a name, you know. Huh? The mystery woman seemed asleep, but she suddenly speaks up. You were awake? Sorry, we didn't know your name. I'm Madoka Hiro. Hiru? I don't care what happens. All I want is to take a shower as soon as possible. Fair. I would want to, too, if I were thrown naked onto a floor full of blood and body parts and snakes. Hiro! Good work out there, Mr. Cost, Madam Yusoka. Who's that lady? Later, hurry and get a bath ready. We lay a pale-faced Hiro on the sofa and immediately start treating her wounds. With her guiding us, we're able to give her some proper first aid. Oh, is she like a nurse or something? There's a lot of swelling, but at least it seems none of the snakes were poisonous. After we finish, her face gradually regains its color. So the snakes aren't that poisonous. Oh, I remember her! Okay. Hiro emerges, Hiro? Or Hiru? I heard here, and here. I'm gonna call her Hiro. Yeah, Hiro emerges from upstairs wearing the clothing we found in the science lab. Apparently they had been hers. Are you a doctor? Ugh, I almost died. Thanks for saving me, I guess. I wonder what Kimrold would say. Can I, like, text-to-speech? I was about to type in Kimrold, and that's not great. Can we... Yeah, continue. It's fine. Kayshurrr. Oh, it even sounds like Kimmerald.
Hiru.
Alright, Kayshurrr it is. I'm gonna keep that handy for when I have to type in y'all's messages. I mean, not that it matters at this point. We're pretty much gonna end. Thanks for saving me, I guess. Judging by that casual comment, it seems she's recovered her composure. She's still pretty pale, but she doesn't look shaken up anymore. They only wanted to torment me, not kill me. Small mercies. Otherwise, I would have choked on poison or been snake food by now. Spirits drag the living to the depths of despair before killing them. That's what Mary had told me before. Thanks to that nefarious nature of hers, of theirs, she was able to be saved. You sure you're feeling okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. I bounce back fast. Who knows if that's true, or if she's just putting up an act, but regardless, her emotional strength is impressive. So what were you doing in the school? That's what I'd like to know. I was chasing after a woman named Manabi Zukawa. I must have fainted. When I woke up, I was there. Zukawa. Could that be Miss Zu? Miss Zu? Oh yeah, I heard that was her nickname from when she was a teacher. So why were you chasing... Hold up. My questions first. Who are you people? We give her a basic rundown of the situation. She listens quietly, but I can tell from her expression that she's not convinced. I see. I understand. But believing you is something else. You say Zukawa might have become an inhuman monster. Save that talk for writing horror stories. Her face twitches briefly. How is it that you know this Miss Zukawa? She's a colleague from the lab. Not a lot of women worked there, so we ended up talking together. And the second I let down my guard... Sounds like Zukawa caused some trouble. She stole something important from me. At first, I had no idea where she disappeared to, but... I searched her room in the dorm and learned where she's holed up. Going off her recent credit purchases, she's been shopping in H City. What? A spirit that goes shopping? People would panic if something like that appeared in a grocery store. What? Don't tell me you're serious. Wait, I know you. You're Ai Kashiwagi from Love and Hero. You seemed idiotic on TV, so I guess that wasn't just an act. Oh, the savagery! Hey, that's really rude! Supposing you're right and she's a monster, no way she'd go out in public. She obviously used the phone. I even checked with the company. A woman's voice asked them to bring the goods to a designated area. Paid in advance with a bank transfer, so the company delivered as ordered. Oh, and the delivery location happens to be a warehouse by H Elementary. Right? Like, you can think she's an idiot all you want, but like, we just rescued you. Don't be rude to my friends. I will go put you back in those snakes if I have to. And just what were those goods? Animals? No idea what connections she pulled, but they're from pet stores and ranches. Dogs, cats, pigs, snakes, horses. She even managed to get reindeer and ostriches. Black market too, spared no expense. With the Mrs. Zoo name, maybe she was starting a zoo or something. What happened to those animals? We saw what happened to them! She must not have noticed since she was in and out of consciousness at the time, but based on what we found in the room she was held in, I can hazard a guess. Yeah, that's what we saw. So I waited at the empty warehouse for Zukawa to come. At some point, I fainted. Next I know, I'm butt naked and in that terrible position you found me in. I'm sure she was behind it. So then, is that also when you got your mark? Mark? Oh, you mean the scar? I still don't believe it, but even if Zukawa happens to be a spirit, then I didn't get it from her. I had it before I went to H City. What? So where'd you get it? Chill, no need to get upset. I suddenly had it when I woke up 9 days ago. Did you go to any haunted places the day before? Don't be ridiculous. Don't lump me in with inappropriately dressed idols like you. Can you be nice to her? Same goes for the scar. As if something like this could kill you or give you amnesia. Not only is that unscientific, it's absurd. Absolutely impossible. She's yelling, but that doesn't hide how she's shaking like a leaf. She's clearly more frightened than when she was talking about the snakes. I guess she has a fear of the supernatural too, just like Sho. That's all I can tell you. You're going after Zukawa, right? I'll help out. Right? It's a shame we don't have Mary anymore. Oh, you don't believe me about the supernatural thing? I present to you a talking doll. Are you truly alright with that? You might die. I don't plan on letting that happen, but if it does, so be it. I hate the idea that people can be happy by just being alive. I'm a scholar. Life is is for satisfying my intellectual curiosity. And for that, I need to get that thing back from that thieving hag. You know what could satisfy your intellectual curiosity? Proving or disproving the existence of the supernatural. So it's more important than your life. What in the world did you steal from you? Seems she doesn't plan on answering that. But we've no reason to turn her down. We should accept her help. Okay, Mr. Cost, let's get back to H Elementary. Cool. So we will stop here for today. We should figure out which of our friends we should take with us. But we can do that later. I'll post in the Discord, see what people feel like about tomorrow. Like I said, I kind of want to continue doing Deathmark, but I also like playing with friends. So if we get enough people together who want to do like a friend fun day, a friend Friday on a Sunday instead, we can do that. Also, if people have ideas for what we should do for our 200 follower celebration, go ahead and float those ideas my way. I'm open to suggestions at this point. I'll get a game to join in if it's reasonably cheap and works on a potato. Alright, we'll see. I'll poke around and see what games we have. I mean, I'm always here for, like, those, stupid, trashy indie games. The horror games, well, I say stupid, trashy. They're not. A lot of the ones that we've been playing lately have been really good. I still really enjoy, Pacify. That one was, like, a gem, a hidden gem that I was not expecting. Or not Pacify, what is it? Devour. Devour is really fun. Pacify is also fun. We'll see what we can find. Otherwise, we've only got, or at least Twitch is telling me, we've only got 3 people in chat today. So we might not do a raid tonight. I'm fairly tired. And so spending time in another stream right now sounds exhausting. But if people are interested, I can see who I have live. Is Saimu on? Oh, hell yeah. Let's go hang out with Saimu then. Like I said, I might not hang out too terribly long, but I have been wanting to, like, check out some of the one viewers. You precious sweet thing. Let's go say hi to Saimu. I do see that he's playing some Stardew. He's labeled as FTL though. Says he's playing faster than light. Which is incorrect. Let's go say hi to the cute, sweet owl VTuber, though. I can keep that up on the background, say hey. So we'll set up that raid. And yeah, we'll figure out what we'll do for tomorrow. Let's tentatively plan that it's gonna be Deathmark, but like I said, if enough people are interested and want to and are able to, we'll do some friend games, because I do miss playing with everyone. It's also dependent on if my internet holds. It's doing better tonight, but we'll see. So yeah, as always, thanks for being here, guys. I love and appreciate you. You're all fantastic, wonderful human beings. Excuse me while I hiccup. We want to play with you, Fruity. Yeah, like I said, we'll figure something out. Even if we don't do it on stream, like, I'm always down to get a group together at some point, like, during the week, so that we can all play. Sign up for Friend Fun Day or you're a coward. You were on a roll today, calling everyone cowards. But no, let's go say hi to Saimu. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. See y'all later.
That's 50.